Men, we need to talk. No intro needed today. I want to talk to you right now. I want you guys to fully be here and now with me when I speak. I want you guys to know that I see what's happening. I see what's happening to men just as much as women. And I want to address this today because not a lot of people feel comfortable speaking life into men, just as much as we're not motivated to speak life into our women. And that's what's missing in our society, is upliftment, is empowerment, and is honestly truth. And truth can be triggering, and truth can be hard to swallow. But I'd rather swallow truth than to become addicted to being spoon-fed by a society that is feeding us with a toxic mindset that is labeled as empowerment. I hate to break it to you guys, but we are not living in an empowered society. We're not living in a society that actually wants men and women to remember their own innate power. We're living in a society that is feeding us constantly with things that are not meant to keep us in a state of healthy alignment. And that is through media, that is through food, that is through your dopamine being spiked every day by the constant need to scroll. And when you scroll every day on a phone, when you avoid the parts of yourself that you're scared to meet, you're becoming weakened in comfortability. We are way too comfortable in today's society because everything's so easily accessed. You don't even really need to work hard to get a woman anymore because a woman will just sell you, her parts for a price. And what a shame that is. What a shame that men aren't able to feel empowered within masculinity anymore without labeling it as toxic. Men standing up for a greater cause than to be constantly mistreated by women, by even men who are wanting men to remain disempowered in a fake society that is allowing men to perceive masculinity as toxic. And masculinity is not toxic. The only thing that is toxic is the mindset of an individual being indoctrinated by a society that is spoon-feeding you with poison to your spirit, to your mind, to your soul. And today, I'm going to wake us up. I'm going to wake you up, men. I'm going to shake us up. I had to shake myself up. Why are we scared of uncomfortability? Why are we scared of owning up to our flaws? Why are we scared of speaking our truth? Why are we scared of judgment? When another person is in judgment of you, it's just reflecting back to them the parts that are triggered within their own acceptance of who they are. Stand out. Be the man that is a dangerous man in today's society. And dangerous is not the same as a threat to society. The very threat to society is actually cookie cutter mold everyone's falling into. That's a threat. That's not only a threat to the collective energy of masculinity and femininity, but also for our future generation who do not deserve to be indoctrinated by a programming that is meant to keep us human beings disconnected from the sacredness within, by looking far, far too much outside of ourselves, when the very place we should be looking is within. Men, please stop finding comfort every single day in pleasures that are not actually pleasing to your highest self, to your highest aspirations. The very pleasures you may be finding yourself partaking in, alcohol, drugs, porn, sex, where has it gotten you in this life? Are you being controlled by an urge? Have you mastered your mind? The very mind that has kept you small? As a man small? As a man in a box? Why do you keep putting yourself in a box? Why are you obeying what is being programmed into you? Why are you accepting shit? Why aren't you believing in the higher purpose of your life? What's stopping you? Fear? Fear is a part of life, baby. Learn to embrace it. Life's not easy for a man, I know. So what? You chose to be a man in this life. Start remembering that. Stop allowing a weak mind to take control over the patternings that have been predicted into your reality now. You can change who you are at any given point of time. All potential realities exist in this here and now moment. Who are you deciding to be? You have far greater purpose than to remain stuck in a patterning that has just been programmed into you as a man to be a character in a matrix that is serving the very own self-destruction of human beings. You are an aspect of the Creator. You have a purpose not only to serve your highest good, but to serve your ancestors that brought you here. You are the chosen soldier to fight forward in a better way than to continuously play victim in your life. A man playing victim is a weak man. When you can find empowerment within any situation you go through, and you up-level yourself in a way that allows you to proclaim the God within, you can create miracles within your life, within your family's life, by not looking backwards ever, but only moving forwards, by fighting the wars you don't want to fight, by getting up every day and serving a purpose that is uncomfortable to your body, to the known body that you have kept yourself in, that only knows suffering, that only knows self-depleting thoughts. Shake it up. Change yourself. Change your ways. For the love of God, awaken to your leadership, please. We as a society need you more than ever. Don't spend your time scrolling on Instagram, on TikTok. Use all that time and energy to do something actually that will serve you in this life. You deserve to live in your purpose. What is your purpose? What makes you feel God move in your body every day? And perhaps you don't feel it at all because you're actually blocking yourself from feeling the complete ecstasy of being a whole human being with the wholeness of purpose that can be accessed when you stop blocking your conscious mind into the grander scheme of your life with potentials that far exceed what it means to be weakened in a society that wants a man full of desire to feed his lustful urges, the desires to seek flesh rather than enmeshment to one's soul. Stop fearing the war of the warrior. The warrior of light holds the most magnificent purpose of all. When we can fight with the inner light, and when we can use that as our moving force forward, we are no longer fighting with the dark. We are upholding the sword of God, which is the beacon of light that allows you access to higher dimensions, higher ways of thinking, higher ways of being, and higher ways of perceiving. But you have to answer that call within. You know where in your life you are not showing up. I know you know. I know you're scared to fully embrace that uncomfortability that may be occurring if you don't choose an urge to partake in, whether it be corn, sex, food, whatever. What if you just allow your emotions to be there, but not allowing your emotions to dictate who you are? We want men to be scared of their emotions because when they're scared of their emotions, they're not a complete human being. They're fractured. They're separated from the call of spirit that communicates to you through emotion. And your emotions aren't bad. There's no such thing as a bad emotion. Emotions are meaningless. We are the creators who give life meaning. So what is the meaning you give behind any circumstance in your life? Are you really going to play victim your whole life? Are you really going to allow your weak mind to take control of your life? And in return, your family's life? your ancestors' life. You have work to do. You have ancestral trauma to heal. You have purpose, and you are willing and you are capable of succeeding in this life in ways that your small mind can't perceive. So awaken into the grand scheme. And please remember that this is all a dream. This experience is a dream. This isn't real. But at the same time, it's so real. It's so real that we actually have been gifted as human beings free will that allows us to experience realness within the very essence of our awareness. What you perceive to be real is. And with that comes power. Because when you take life out of the things that you give pointless meaning to, they are no longer here for you to experience. What are you giving life to every day? It better not be your weakness. It better not be your weakness. Today's your day. Today is the wake-up call. You are being called onto a higher path, and that is up to you to figure out what it is. That is up to you to believe in yourself, no matter what, no matter who judges you, no matter who has anything to say. Who cares? If you know who you are in truth, you won't be triggered by another person's perception of you. It won't make sense if it's not accurate to the self-concept you have grasped and you have embodied within your manlyhood. You are a man. Start acting like it. Because you deserve everything you desire. It has been put into your heart for a reason. Don't allow a season of darkness to keep you outside of a house of warmth that is within your heart. You can instruct your being because you are the master, and you can perceive this life in ways that maybe you don't have access to right now. You don't have access to it because you don't believe in yourself. Start believing in yourself. Stop giving your abundance of energy towards lack in your life that creates lack out of your abundance of energy. Stop creating disempowerment out of the very power of who you are, because disempowerment is only an illusion of true empowerment. Don't run from conflict. Embrace conflict. The things you don't want to do are actually probably the very things that are for your highest good. Your old programming isn't going to be used to it. So what? Reprogram yourself. And you will see things change in your life when you identify to a new version of the man who is actually in calibration to the higher timeline that is accessible here and now. I will not tolerate you guys to ever discount your manlyhood. I will not allow you guys to fragment yourselves anymore as men. Because you have power and you have purpose, and we as women need you more than ever. So step up to the plate. Step up to the plate. Because when you can access what is beyond a weak thought, a thought of the past, you then are allowing yourself to grasp a higher aspect of the grandness of the man that you have been granted access to by awakening to the potentials that are out there, by not limiting yourself, because you are in control of who you are every single day. So believe in yourself and transmute everything in your life into power, because you have the power to do that. So do it for yourself, your family, your ancestors, and for the higher purpose you are being called into. I love you. I bless you. And thank you for being a man in today's society, because it's not easy. But You are needed more than ever. So if you guys like today's video, give it a like. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.